Dallas Cowboys boss Jerry Jones making no secret of his admiration for a coach who will be on the opposing sideline today in Washington. No, not just Dan Quinn. Thank you, BetUS, for helping to bring us the Fish Report as we get you ready for the 3-7 Cowboys, who have began their own sneaky tankathon. Part of that, of course, will be the almost certain end of Mike McCarthy's 5-year time in Dallas. I'm Mike Fisher, by the way, your trusty and trusted reporter. This is the Fishbowl, and we're glad to have 72,000 fish heads in Cowboy Nation hanging out with us. Obviously, Jerry Jones has a great deal of admiration for Dan Quinn on a personal and professional level. As the Cowboys start the process of thinking about who the next head coach here will be. And we have brought up, and we'll get into more over the course of the next couple of days, ideas like Deion Sanders. We've explained what's going on with Deion Sanders, and we've been explaining it here for 2 years. There's no change. How about instead of Bill Belichick versus Jason Witten, how about Bill Belichick and Jason Witten? And here's another one. This is a Saturday night source who is talking to me about Kliff Kingsbury, the offensive coordinator now in Washington working under Dan Quinn. This idea, of course, is triggered in part from Jerry Jones's comments on 105.3 The Fan at the end of the week. I think a lot of him, he's a friend. I think he's done an outstanding job every place he's been. I think he was ideal in working with the young quarterback. That's Jerry talking about Kliff. Kingsbury now supervising the young quarterback. It's the rookie franchise quarterback in Jaden Daniels in Washington, most famously mentored Patrick Mahomes at Texas Tech on the way to helping him become the Chiefs' superstar quarterback. It's not accurate to say that Kliff has succeeded everywhere he's gone. He was the head coach in Arizona. That didn't go well enough. But in play today, according to what I'm going to term a source close to the situation, quote, "This game is a sort of audition for Kingsbury," the source tells CowboysCountry.com and the Fish Report. Isn't that interesting? As you're trying to figure out what's going to happen in this game and the rest of the season, rely on BetUS.com. Would you please go to BetUS.com and get involved there and have some fun? Use the promo code YouTube150 and get 150% off your first jump in up to $2,000 in that investment. So BetUS, proud to have our association with them here. Go find it at BetUS.com. An audition, eh? Meaning, of course, that the Texas native Kingsbury, who we've put on the Jerry list for a long time here for a number of reasons, has a chance to showcase himself in this game in front of Jones and in front of the country. Again, Cowboys likely to move on from Mike McCarthy after this blow-it-up season. McCarthy about to be out of contract with 3-7 Dallas. House up for sale, $5.7 million mansion. Kingsbury, again, a head coach in Arizona with Texas ties. And Jerry saying, he's a friend. Jerry says that about everybody's a friend. And, to a certain degree, it's true. He's been doing this for 35 years, never met a hand he wouldn't shake. So to some degree, yeah, Bill Belichick is kind of his friend and Kliff Kingsbury is kind of his friend. And that relationship thing is a factor. So is the Texas tie. That's a thing. So is the fact that Kingsbury has NFL experience as a coach, something that Deion and Jason Witten and some other potential candidates do not. Kingsbury, if this year goes the way it's going for Washington, they are 7-4. They look like a playoff team, even though they have lost 2 straight games. That figures to end today, by the way, their losing streak. He's going to get interviewed. And I told you a long time ago, he will get interviewed by the Cowboys, almost no matter what. But if Washington does as well for the rest of the season as they've done so far, he's going to get interviewed in a few places, and he can be a candidate here. Jones and his Cowboys are about to get a front row seat to see Kliff, the coordinator, and to see Kliff, the candidate. Much, much more at CowboysCountry.com. We'll do a Cowboy pregame show today at 10:30 Central Time in advance of the noon start game Central Time. 5 ways that the Cowboys could win this game. Really? Kinda. Sorta. Thanks, BetUS, and thanks, Fish Heads in Cowboy Nation. Fish out.